There we go. Now we're live. Okay. All right. Another beautiful night on this beautiful planet in this gorgeous universe. Happy to be alive and happy to be um, talking with two wonderful guests, two beautiful human beings. I'm definitely honored to be in the presence of them in numerous ways. Um, of course, let me go ahead and introduce my name. I'm your brozo here, Polka Dot Rabbit Podcast. If you do not know Polka Dot Rabbit Podcast, we are here to help elevate humanity and specifically help to give information to the melanated populace that have been asleep for quite some time. We're doing our best to help wake up those melanated beings and also, like I said, humanity overall, because we all got to fight this good fight, of this negative tyranny that's holding us down. So we got each one teach one, and that goes for all humanity. Um, Now, if you haven't already, please pick up my book, Bicultural Living and Leaving the World of Illusions. Um, Happy to be back. That's enough for me. I'm going to let these two individuals, two teachers, um, introduce themselves. Dr. Nuani, would you please go first?
Greetings, everyone. This is Dr. Nuani, the Chief Scientific Officer and the co-founder of Nuaceutical Wellness. Thank you guys for joining us tonight.
I am Master Yao, and I'm the founder of Grand Trine. And I appreciate being on here, and I want to say hi to my two co-hosts.
Well, hello, right back at you.
Hello. Thank you
All
for
right. Well, so
being
we
here
have
with
a
us.
we have a very interesting we're having a very interesting topic tonight because this actually kind of brewed because it kind of came together because a couple weeks ago we had a health and wealth expo and Dr. Nuani was speaking about her sweet corn product and Master Yao was in the audience and they just kind of connected on the information that they both had and how a lot of stuff they've been teaching are kind of interconnected. So in that union, you know what I'm saying, they decided to do an event. And let me pull up this event for you real quick because I want y'all to see that because this is going to be very powerful, very, very, very powerful. And I'm um, very excited to even be a part of this. Oh, there we go. Okay, can y'all see it? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. This is it. And it's going down this Friday, the 15th. Um, there you go. Friday the 15th. Let me give you to the full. There you go. Um, and they're both going to be there teaching about the subject. Now, can you guys talk about the subject matter that's going to be in a hand? And also, in addition, I'll let you go, Dr. Nuani. Please tell them why they should come to this event, first off.
It is extremely important that everyone, starting from teenagers, come to this extremely important event simply because the way how things is right now, our children, our young adults, and our adults, we are engaging in lifestyles that is extremely detrimental to us. This includes we are not exercising, we are not eating properly, the environment itself is not good at all. We have so many chemicals in the environment, we have chemicals in the water, and the food that we eating is so depleted, and we are also over consuming certain things, and these things that we are consuming is extremely detrimental to the health of our cells, especially the mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of the cells. And we have to remember that if we do not have a healthy state of cells, then we cannot be healthy. Therefore, healthy cells make healthy self. And by you coming to this event, you will be able to reverse so many conditions on a DNA and a cellular level.
And just so you know, if you go to this StreamYard link in the description, the link Eventbrite is there. It's going to be You can physically come. I mean, it's limited seating. So if you want to get there physically and talk to them, interact with them, I would suggest you buy that ticket now. Like I said, it's in the Eventbrite. I'm sorry, it's in the description. It's limited seating, so definitely get your ticket now. Also, if you can't make it, you can go online and purchase a ticket there as well. So that there's two ways you can do that. Master Yao, could you kind of talk about on your end, why do you think it's so important that people should show up?
This event is historic, really. I mean, and that's not overstating it at all. Um, I'm really pleased that for so many years the medical profession has kind of sort of beat around the bush on certain things, but Dr. Nuani and her research team have really just zeroed right in to the entire role of the mitochondria, sugar and its various forms, the sexual energy and how it manifests in the cell, and insulin resistance, and so many other things that's going on inside of the cell, especially the way the water is going in and out. And these things at the microscopic cellular level are affecting so many big things in the organs, in our blood, in our, and in our sexual performance, etc. For so many years, you know, I revealed this information only to my select private upscale clients. So people have heard the rumors about, people come into my programs and they come out superhuman. And so we're about to tell you this weekend, Dr. Nuani's she's been blowing my secrets and telling people all my secrets. And you need to stop. You need to because with my money. But this product that she's got works, and the research that she's doing is stuff that's saving lives. So the event is, I think the tickets are about $25.
Mm-hmm.
The classes we teach, I mean, they go from in the hundreds to in the thousands. And this information, that's typically available only to these private groups and to people who know about this stuff. Now, everybody gets to tap into that. Not only that, but we have products. We have a product actually that can make a big, big difference. We all got relatives sick of diabetes, high blood pressure, kidney issues, sexual issues, erectile dysfunction, blah, 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 blah. And we have, information that can set you on a path, of solution. So
Yeah.
it's criminal if you don't come.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Well, I have to say this, I have to say this because not only am I a student of Master Yao in Grand Trine, but I've also, and I would say anybody that's truly serious about elevating themselves as a human being, they need to go to Grand Trine and they need to get up with these classes because this is the type of information that I'm very happy that I was privy to some of my great master teachers to get me to the information that get me to a point in which I can comprehend the stuff Master Yao is saying in these classes because it is very much next level. I'm going to tell you that right now. Also, Dr. Nuani, I personally, myself, what I'm saying, I've said this a numerous times, I take Sweet Calm. I actually adore it, you know what I'm saying? And it's one of the best products I've ever taken in my life, and I keep it in my shelf. She stocks me full with it. You know what I'm saying? And she probably gets mad at me because I'll be chasing her down. Even when I was in Virginia, I was like, Doc, I need the good stuff, Doc. You gotta hook me up. And she made it happen. So I have to say, for my own personal, that personally, I'm very happy to get this information out to the people because it's really real what these individuals are breaking down to it. So let's go with the first question. What we got?
Uh, I think I've got the first question. Is that correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. So my question for Dr. Nuani is related to endocrine support. So her product, Sweet Calm, is a different product for men and women. And typically you don't see that. When you have a supplement, you have the same product for men and women, right? her product has, while it's dealing with some of these things we've talked about, the internal biology of the cells, sugar management, these types of things, the endocrine part of it is specific to each gender. So she's selling one product to men, another product to women. And so I would like for her to expound on why this is important.
So men and women endocrine system are different. Even the function of the male liver and the female liver is different. And the way how sugar impacts the liver, because the different sexes process it differently. For this reason, we had to develop a product specific for the gender, simply because we also have different hormones. The three major hormones that dominates the women are estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. Men is pretty much testosterone. So we cannot continue to accept the one size fit all approach when it comes to our endocrine system, because of the hormones that is related, that manage, that really pretty much control a woman and control a man. And for example, also, I had mentioned the function of the liver. The liver is the only organ that processes fructose. And a lot of the sugars that we're eating, high fructose corn, contains high fructose corn syrup. Sugar is approximately 80% high fructose corn syrup. Agave, 80% high fructose corn syrup. Sorry, high fructose syrup. So when we are consuming high fructose, the only organ in the body that metabolizes fructose is the liver. When it comes to glucose, all the cells in the body can metabolize glucose. As a result, the liver become extremely stressed because of the fructose, and it leads to insulin resistance, and it leads to mitochondrial damage. And many of the diseases that we are experiencing right now are mitochondrial disease. We're talking about cancer, diabetes, dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson, PCOS, menstrual cycle, libido issues, and the list goes on. For this reason, we have to address the issues based on sex, because our endocrine system is different. And once again, we don't believe in the one size fit all approach for this reason, because again, our endocrine system is different, therefore it has to be treated differently.
Okay, I turn the floor over to you, Dr. Nuani, for the next question.
So in regards to this talk that we're having, the core themes we talk about in this presentation, how can these themes impact on the growing epidemic when it comes to obesity and diabetes?
When we start talking about the mitochondria, it's just not talked about that much. It's inside of the cell, but it's not the same as the other organelles inside of the cell. It's a very different entity. It's very specialized. And it has such an impact on how the cells perform. Mm-hmm. The fact that, we have this preponderance of the production of fat cells. So we're in a situation where we are dealing with the symptom and not the problem. So we're looking at obesity as simply an overall dietary thing. It's something that happens on the macroscopic level. In other words, we're looking at the fact of exercise and overall diet, but really we're not looking at what we're doing and what our diet is doing inside the cell at the mitochondrial level that causes the cell to become a powerhouse and to burn sugars properly. Thus, obesity is reduced. So I think that a lot of people will not get into this because of weight management, but they're going to experience weight management anyway. When I've used this in my regimens, when I've used these core themes in my regimens, men gain weight and muscle mass, but women even more. They lose weight and gain muscle mass. And it doesn't take as long as people thought that it was going to take. So this is happening all the time. And definitely if we get more into it, if we get into the full program that Dr. Nuani is talking about, everyone that I know has lost weight that was overweight. Every person that's involved in this that I know that's been doing my program or hers, they're losing weight. So yeah. So that it's going to definitely affect the. I turn it back over to.
Well, yeah, I got a quick question because and this is for you, Master Yao, because I know, and we all talk about water and the importance of water and hydration and et cetera. Could you kind of go into the importance of hydration? Because I know that if you like if you don't get enough water, your body shuts down. Could you kind of break that down? The importance of hydration and the importance of
I'm
having
not going to
proper
give
water.
away all the secrets. Dr. Nuani's already given away too many. I'm just going to say this, that yes, we know that water is important because the things inside the cells move through water.
Yeah.
Or water concoctions, emulsions, and things of that nature. The problem also involves the fact that the way you metabolize sugar determines how the water stays in the cell, or if the water is leached out of the cell prematurely, taking nutrients with it. Also, the water has to have an electric charge, and the way that you metabolize the sugar and the way that you work with the mitochondria absolutely has an impact on the water and on everything, so that you can't separate water health and sugar health. So even if you don't go on strict diets and do this, you need to have some basic information about how the water that gets inside the cells affects the sugar that gets inside the cells, and in the resistance to insulin. And you have to understand that you can't have one without the other. And the big problem that most people, they're not even getting to the main problem. The secondary problem they're getting to is the water is leaving the cell prematurely. And so the cell is in a state of dehydration. And so many people don't even realize they're drinking all this water and their cells are dehydrated. So, but I'm not going to get totally into that because I don't want to steal her or my fire for Friday, because I want to say zingers for people. But the water thing is super important, and we got information about it.
I'm going to add one more thing to it. When it comes to water, we have to understand that water is extremely important. 80% of the world is water, right? 80% of your body is water. So if you cannot understand and understand how important water is on a cellular level, you have to come to the seminar, because we are going to dive deep on a DNA and a cellular level, why the water is extremely important to optimal health, and it is extremely important that the water stays in the cell, because even though you are consuming gallons of water, the problem is the water staying in the body? And by you coming to the seminar, you will understand the different things that you need to do to maintain homeostasis inside the cells by balancing the water inside the cells.
I have a question. I don't think I've ever asked you, Doc, that so why is it that you lose weight when you take Sweet Calm? Could you kind of break that down?
We're gonna get into that when we do the seminar.
Okay, all right.
He's trying to give away all the secrets.
When we do the
look, I want y'all people to know, you know what I'm saying, that these questions and this information that these two individuals are giving you, just like they're saying, y'all have to be there. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a question, and I sincerely like. I'm like, because I'm taking for a while, but I never asked her that. You know what I mean? But I got to be there because I want to know the answer to it too. You know what I'm saying? So, because I mean, I'm gonna tell you, like, and I told everybody before, I've took the stuff, and I'm just looking at myself like, God dang, I didn't, I try to stay healthy, try to work out, but like, it's a little extra thing to it, my weight loss, and I'm just still kind of thrown off because I never asked her about it. But like I said, I'll ask you at the seminar. I think you're next up, Dr. Nuani, correct? For the
No,
question.
I think my question is next.
Oh, you next? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So, you know, yeah. So there's a couple of people have been asking me because one guy lost 45 pounds and he's asking me, how does it work? How does it work? I said, come to the presentation on Friday and I'll answer that. So my question to the next question to Dr. Nuani is regarding, appetite. So a lot of people that's doing my regimens or that's doing her products, they're saying, well, I'm losing all this weight. And nobody said I was going to lose weight, and especially gut mass. Why is that happening? So I'm going to ask you, do your products or these regimens that we're talking about, the core themes, does it have an impact on appetite?
Yes, it does
The
have
whole thing.
Yes, it does have impact on the appetite simply because the product does something to the brain that and through the detoxification process, and we are going to break all of that down at the seminar, how through this process, through impacting the endocrine system as well as the nervous system, how it does allow people to lose weight. And when we're talking about losing weight, they are losing it the healthy way. So yes, to answer your question, the product does allow you to lose weight. And by you losing that weight, it's also causing the body to become balanced. It's balancing out the endocrine system. And we'll go into detail and we'll dive deeper into that at the seminar. So my question to you, Dr. Yao, Master Yao, could you talk about the relationship between sexual dysfunction and health?
Absolutely. When we're doing the some of the tantra work that we do, it comes up that people are saying, how can I get certain sexual functions to work better? And typically we give them the energetic side of the equation. But we also typically do physical regimens that go along with that. And the question often comes to me, how do these physical things that we prescribe, which, supplements, doing certain things, eating at a certain time, this kind of thing like that, why does that tie into the sexual stuff? So one of the things that we're going to talk about Friday is this close relationship between the physical body and the sexual function, because what's eluding people is the connection between the health of the cells and the energy they produce, because each cell is a powerhouse, is a battery, is a generator.
Absolutely.
Generating an electromagnetic field, and the combination of all these electromagnetic fields is powering our sexual engine in a particular kind of way. And so we have to really give you a little background and talk about it a little bit so that you can understand it. We've both got some contributions to this information that I think is going to just blow you away because it's doable and you can understand it. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
Thank you so much.
I think it's my turn. My question for Dr. Nuani. My last question for her is, I got so many friends that I've turned to pharmaceutical drugs to solve some of these issues or the symptoms of them, rather than seek the supplements and the natural remedies. Why do you think that is? Number one, and what's your comment as to what we're going to talk about Friday, and why it's important for people to listen to our support, our advocacy for the natural way, the natural solutions?
So the reason why a lot of people go into the pharmaceutical drug because it's instant. There's many times that people really do have to take the pharmaceutical drug because it addresses issues immediately. However, if people want to reverse a condition and they want long lasting effect, they need to address the root cause of the problem. And in our talk on Friday, we are going to address the root cause of many of these issues. And these issues will be addressed on a DNA, cellular, and spiritual level so that the person can heal the mitochondria. And that way they can have a physical, emotional, and a spiritual connection to sexual health. Because if this does not happen, it's going to be extremely difficult for that person to obtain optimal sexual vitality.
So there's a connection between good health and good sex, correct?
Absolutely. Because it allows you to connect on a spiritual level. And when you connect on a spiritual level, because the cells can communicate with the spirit, then you can achieve optimal sexual vitality. If that is not taking place, it's going to be impossible. You could take all the Viagra you want. You could take all the pharmaceutical drugs you want. You still won't be able to achieve optimal sexual vitality.
I hope y'all heard that, men and women. I hope y'all hear that. Because if y'all, and these two right here, with the information I know, I've just heard a little bit of the information they given. If you having issues with any of those issues, you need to come to this. Come on Friday, because they're going to give you a clear path the way you get some of these issues resolved. So do we have any more questions y'all want to ask each other? Or?
I just want to also end by saying, in order to achieve healthy sexual function, you need healthy cells to have healthy self. Again, at the ending of the day, it's about the cells.
Yeah.
So that the whole can become healthy. Because remember, the parts make the whole. You cannot address the parts. You got to address everything. Because remember, we are holistic. And holistic also includes the spirit as well.
I wanna ask, I guess, this last question, because since we're talking about sexual functions and from that aspect. So it seems like from birth we're just straight conditioned and programmed to do nothing but really hurt the mitochondria DNA, because we don't know it exists. We don't have any information of it. But like the mitochondria itself, being damaged, how does it affect your sexual function, and how does it affect your sexual function?
So the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and the mitochondria is the part of the cell that produces energy. And the diseases that we are experiencing, cancer, glaucoma, cataract, insulin resistant, which leads to diabetes, weight gain, and the list goes on. These are all mitochondrial diseases. And if the mitochondria is not repaired, then we are going to continue on this degenerative opposed to regenerative path. And the path of degeneration is sickness, disease, but the path of regeneration is cellular regeneration and health, optimal health.
Hmm. Well, I want to kind of end this with, like I said, you can go in the description to get links to the Eventbrite, but also I'm going to kind of give them a shout out individually because if you haven't already, please, let's see where we go here. Yeah, go ahead. This is a Grand Trine. This is Master Yao's website. Y'all can see that, correct? Everybody can see it? Can you see it? Okay, here we go. Okay, let me focus in on that. Yeah, this is grandtrine.com. Let me see if I can move it up a little bit. Bear with me. Uh, yeah, Grand Trine Life System. Grand Trine International INT.com. Go there to check out when Master Yao has his courses. You know, you can contact him there and etc. Um, and also here is, there we go, Dr. Nuani's page. That's her info. You can call 800-710-1840 or email info@nuaceutical.com. Their website is just at nuaceutical.com. Okay. That's the best way you can contact them. And like I said, description is in, this is it. The description is in I'm sorry, the link is in the description. And this is a flyer for the event. Dr. Nuani, Dr. Scott. The Dr. Scott couldn't make it today, but he will be there for the event. Master Yao will be there as well. So, like I said prior, that there's limited seating. Okay, there's limited seating. Oh, let me go back there. Hold on a second. Let me go back. There we go. Okay, let me see. Okay, there we go. There's limited seating for this event. So if I were you and if you're in an Atlanta area or the surrounding area, I would definitely get those tickets now so you can, be there physically and you can also be able to interact with these two great individuals with this great information. And, if you can't make it and you're outside of Atlanta or international, wherever the case may be, you can get all the information via the link that will be sent out once you purchase your ticket. So, let me go back to everybody out there. There they are. So any parting words for anybody before we get out of here?
I'm excited about Friday. I'm just really, really excited about it. There's going to be some surprises. So I'm going to be revealing some things I normally don't talk about. That's what I'm going to say at this point.
Okay. Doc, what you got?
I am just looking forward to the event. And the goal here is to achieve healthy cells, make healthy self. Looking forward to seeing you all on Friday.
Well, that's it. That's it here. Like I said again, description to the invite is in the description. Click on here. You can get you right there. Get your tickets now because they are going fast. So that's it for us tonight. I wanted to thank both of y'all. For everything you do. To, like I said, to amazing individuals with that have really good wealth of knowledge, and just two great people, human beings. You know what I'm saying? So thank y'all much. Polka Dot Rabbit podcast. We are out of here, and I will see y'all Friday at the event. If y'all go there, you know what I'm saying. If you haven't already, please follow, like, and share Polka Dot Rabbit podcast. Also, Grand Trine and Dr. Nuani, they're all on the social media. Go to their websites. I showed y'all there. I'll actually put their websites in the description, so y'all can go there as well. So that's it for us. We out of here, and we shall see y'all Friday.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Thank you.
All right.